Ayo, what's up? Your dual-wielding demon is back again. Here with another one. Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm not that hyperactive, sorry. Sorry, I had to rearrange my chair. Gonna do some stuff. Alright, we're all good. Yeah. What if Nagisa went to Denmachi? Part 3. Mainly because I have some new what if in the works. And I don't feel like doing the research right now. And also because it's 5 fucking a.m. I'm sorry. I want to go to sleep right now, but I'm getting up at 10 o'clock. Because, yeah, I don't want to, yeah, probably I have school in like 2 days. So, let's get into this shit. Since nobody wanted to comment on the video, last week, I legit gave y'all a week to comment which god Nagisa should have. Nobody stepped up. So I spun a wheel. And just because nobody wanted to say something, yeah, I'm not telling y'all till y'all see it in the video, so yeah. Aina says, I found a god that's willing to take you. Nagisa replies, but, really? Which one? Wait, you didn't give them my name, did you? No, I told them it was Phantasma. Fuck. I told them it was Phantasma. Was looking for a Familia. Okay then, what Familias did I get? Anna replies with, well, all of them. Really? Huh. Miss Anna, may I ask your opinion? Anna replies with, sure, ask away. In your opinion, what Familia would give me the best chance of growth? Anna thinks for a bit and says, I'd say the Loki Familia. And who are their top members? Well, there's Eyes of Wallenstein, the Sword Princess, I'm sure you've heard of her. There's the Captain, the Amazon twins, and who am I forgetting? Yes, yes, a demi-human wolf named Bet. Nagisa flashback to the night at the bar. Okay then. Any other ones that would help specialize in growth? Aina thinks and says, I can't think of any right now. Maybe Ganesha? Or Freya maybe, but she doesn't specialize in combat. Neither do her Familia members. One second, I'm just gonna pull up a name list of all the gods and the characters. Don't judge me. Okie dokie. So yeah. Anna says, no, I can't think of any gods. Huh. I can get back to you tomorrow with another list if you would like. Nagisa says, please do that. And Nagisa continues to the dungeon. As Nagisa gets into the dungeon around these... no, let's correct that actually. Aina says, "Here, since I'll be working all day, you can have this." And Aina hands Nagisa a ticket to the Ganesha Familia's event. I don't know, I remember exactly what it's called, but it was the event where, yeah, what was it called? I can't remember. So yeah, Nagisa gets a ticket and says thank you, and walks out. She goes back to the inn, hostess of fertility, and puts on her uniform. She said she thinks since it was her day off and so she could go adventuring, she might as well make up for some of the time she's lost and just go to work. I mean, it's just a festival. And what's her name? I gotta figure out what her name is. I forget what her name is. Seer. Seer was her name. Seer. So yes, Seer walks up to Nagisa and says, "What are you doing here? I thought today was your day off." Seer Nagisa says, "Yeah, I got told to stay out of the dungeon for a little while. Just for a day or so. So I figured I'd catch up on some work around here." Seer sees the ticket on the table and says, "Is that yours? Were you planning on going?" Nagisa says, "No, a friend gave it to me. I was just gonna work." Seer holds up her ticket and says, "Why don't we go together then? Since this is gonna be boring old work, we can have some fun." Nagisa says, "Why not?" Takes off her uniform, grabs the ticket, of course, getting into some recreational outfitted. She always has her knife on her, but it's usually tucked in behind her shirt. And this time it's not her professional knife, it's it's just a pocket knife, similar to the ones Belle started with. So, yes, they're walking around and they're eating grapes and stuff when there's an announcement that monsters have gotten loose. Nagisa tells Seer to get back to the hostess of fertility, and Nagisa will catch up. Nagisa pays for a mask and a mask from one of the shops. She just grabs it and throws some coins on the table. And I gotta check the skill list again. I believe, yes. Using stealth to erase sound and visibility. And using thought acceleration and body enhancement to, take down as many monsters as possible. I believe 12 got loose in canon, and Eyes took care of most of them. So, in this version, Nagisa took down 9 of the monsters Eyes took down, because Nagisa was informed before Eyes was. And Nagisa has a lot of skills to help back up her know-how. She just moves faster because she has better skills in that right now for the task. So yeah, Nagisa's killed 9 when she sees Belle running from a giant silverback with Hestia. Now, Nagisa follows a bit behind, trying to catch up, because Nagisa knows she doesn't have a high defense, so if she doesn't catch the silverback off guard, there's a chance that Nagisa could be severely injured. So Nagisa hangs back and everything goes the same until Belle's getting the Hestia knife. Belle gets the Hestia knife, but before he can rush out, there's already a chain going down to whack him in the head and kill him. Now, Nagisa sees this, and knowing that Belle will die if she doesn't do something in the next couple seconds. She can't get to him in time with the speed enhancement she gets from, body enhancement. And she's currently going through everything she can with thought acceleration at its max. Like, legit, time is like flowing slow motion. It's paused. She can't even move, she's just thinking. Huh. So, Nagisa uses body enhancement, and instead of increasing her speed, she drains everything into her arm in full force, using knife combat analysts to, track the movements of the silverback. No, thought acceleration and body enhancement. Yeah. She uses all those skills combined and throws her knife directly at in between the joints of the silverback's chain, because it had chains on its arm and cannon. So, right before it hits Belle, right before it hits Belle, the knife slides in between the chains, and since the knife had a bit of guards on it, it catches the chains, and then it throws the silverback's arm in the chain. Nagisa no longer has her knife, though. The silverback quickly yanks its chain out of the wall, which it was stuck in, and looks at Nagisa. Freya's there, and Nagisa had to come out of stealth for that. So Nagisa and not Nagisa and Freya, but Freya sees Nagisa, but because of the mask, she doesn't know who Nagisa is. So she's reading Nagisa's soul right now, and it's not clear white like Belle's was. Nagisa's soul is straight black. Not meaning she's necessarily evil, but her nature is. Nagisa's nature is cold-blooded. No mercy. The assassination. Nagisa's soul is pitch black, with a hint of purple, and some dark colors. And as Freya staring into Nagisa's soul, because right now she can't see Nagisa's face, she just sees a figure outline of Nagisa with dark black. Where Nagisa's eyes are, two eyelids open with slits, similar to a snake's eyes. Now, Freya's heart, skips a beat, and she immediately turns off soul gaze, or whatever skill she uses to look at people's inner soul, I don't know, or color, whatever. And Freya, the fuck is that? Because it's not human. That's damn sure. So Nagisa activates stealth again right afterwards. And combat log caught that a skill was used on her. But because of Viper, it counted as similar to a mental attack. And Viper kicked in and blocked it. But because Soul Gaze was used by a god, it took a second to kick in. Yeah. So Freya just I'ma keep my eye on whoever the hell that is. Fucking Satan. Yeah, and then Belle looks over and sees no one there. No, actually, let's say Belle looks over and sees a masked shorty. Yeah, and she said, and Belle just whispers, "Phantasma." And because Belle didn't actually go, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that later. And because Belle didn't actually go into go in to fight the silverback yet, he still has his not broken knife. Therefore, he says, "Here," and throws his two daggers to Nagisa. Nagisa catches them both and says nothing. He just puts up a. Mm. Nagisa says nothing and uses her skill, venomous, and creates kind of. It's a slow acting poison that, it slows the movements of the target and, kind of just. It acts as like a debuff or something. Now, Nagisa also sees that Bell has a cut from when he was running from the silverback. And this cut is on his leg, which this would severely slow him down. So, Nagisa walks over to Bell and puts her hand out, gesturing for him to put his hand in hers. And using thought enhancement, she came up with this plan. So, Nagisa grabs her knife and cuts his palm of his hand. He's like, "What the hell was that for?" And then Bell realizes he doesn't feel it. So then Nagisa puts up like a shush, and she pulls up her mask just about to where her mouth is and says, "You owe me one." And then, yeah, she throws the second knife Bell gave her at the silverback and uses the neurotoxin that slows the target, making Bell faster than the silverback by a good bit because he doesn't feel the cut in his leg, and the silverback is slowed. Not to mention, there's a bit of pain mixed in with it because Nagisa is sadistic-ish. Near killing the sensei and then committing suicide, you pick up some shit. Yeah, so after that, Nagisa gives Bell. Sorry, I need to turn on my battery saver. That way, this recording doesn't just completely go to waste. After that, Nagisa gives. Let's say Nagisa gives Bell a piece of paper, and it basically says, "Win and meet me at the Hostess of Fertility." With a winky emoji. And then Nagisa's gone. Bell beats the silverback. And 2 days later, Nagisa is wearing the same mat. No, let's say Nagisa's in a hood and sitting down at the bar. Bell walks in and asks for a table with codename Viper. Ryu points towards the table with Nagisa, and Bell goes and sits down. Nagisa and Bell start talking. Bell's fanboying, and Nagisa says, "Bell Cranel, I'd like to ask you something." Bell's like, "What is it, miss?" "How I'd like to join your party for an extended amount of time. You see, I, not being in a Familia, can't work with other people very often. And I see you as being sort of an honest person. We cut 50-50, and if you don't have a party member yet. Belle says, agreed. But you didn't hear the rest of my terms. I'll hear them later. It's fine. Your skills more than add up to anything I could hope for in a teammate. Belle then says, may I see your full face? Because he got like a glimpse of it back when Nagisa saved him from the Minotaur. And she says, how about this? If you can manage to repay the life debt I saved you, if you can manage to save my life once in the time we are teammates or party members, however you want to call it, I will show you my face. But till then, you have to keep anything you know about me secret from anybody and who joins our party down the line. And in return, I'll give you my last name. And that's what you can call me by. Belle agrees, and now Belle calls Nagisa Shiota. Nagisa didn't have a last name, so she went with the one she had in her past life. No, let's say Nagisa says, you can call me Korra. No, I think that'd be like, I know it'd be like respect on Korra Sensei's name, but I feel like that should come down like, it means unkillable. So I think it should come down like when Nagisa does something like OG. So we'll wait for that. Shioto's what we're gonna go with. So yeah, so Belle now calls Nagisa Shioto. And Belle then asks, I have one more question. And Nagisa says, shoot, man. Are you a girl? Because Belle's been pretty sure, but he's not been 100% sure. Nagisa face palms in her head, but using fake out, and she says, yes, I am female. Belle says, okay then, I'm glad to work with you. Nagisa shakes Belle's hand and says, you too. Now, instead of going to sleep that night, Belle went home and informed Hestia that he has a new teammate. Hestia says, really? Who'd you get? Is it a supporter? You know you needed one. Belle says, no, I got something way better. Really? What, you get a swordsman or a tank? Belle says, no. What, you get a level 2 or something? He says, I have Phantasma on my team. Hestia says, ... Huh? What? You know that zoom out on the church and the... So, yeah. Belle kind of explains that he met Phantasm when Hestia kind of blacked out on the Silverback incident. And now they're partied up. Hestia's like, that's a lot. And now we cut to Nagisa. I gotta check my battery real quick before I'm fucked. Alright, right now I'm good. Alright, so yeah, Nagisa's perspective. Nagisa does not have much to do at night, so currently Nagisa's in the dungeon. Nagisa is currently fighting on the 16th floor against some, let's say a Minotaur spawn on the 16th floor. So, Nagisa is fighting some Minotaur when Nagisa, uses a knife throw because she's practicing in open combat, like 1v1s. So right now, she threw her knife and the Minotaur dodged. She got a slit off on his arm and he's paralyzed and dead. But the other knife, when she goes to pull it out of the wall, the wall breaks open. And she's like, "Ooh, secret dungeon!" Nagisa, being a half gamer in his last life, runs in and be like, "Here I come, loot." And since my battery's nearly dead, I'm gonna cut a long story short. Basically, Nagisa fought a bunch of floor 25 monsters. And at the end, there was a goblet with blue fire coming out. As Nagisa stares at the flame, words come out, as in like writing. And it writes in Latin, which Nagisa can read because he was a hard studier in his last life. It says, "For those that have ventured into the dark depths, heed my call. You have been proven worthy through combat. You may claim your prize." So Nagisa walks up and it says nothing, and Nagisa sees, I guess, what's the word? Nagisa sees a ring in the fire. So what Nagisa does is, Nagisa pulls out a vial, and this vial is what is venom. She siphoned off venom from one of her knives, that this one has fire resistance and pain nullification, because she can add certain effects, like potions. And since this is a mythical place, you guys can't talk shit, because any snake could have, like, fire fucking breath. So fire immune venom is completely possible. Piss off. Yeah. So yeah. So Nagisa shoves her hand in the fire, and it burns like hell, even with fire resistance. She pulls it out, and when she pulls her hand out, she finds two items. One is a ring, and the other is a paper. She unfolds a paper, and it reads, "Here lies the contract of the damned. Sign your name, and you will be gifted power over death." So, basically, Nagisa found a contract for the Hades Familia. A Familia that died out centuries ago, like a year into the gods coming to Earth. Because when they did, the souls ended up getting backed up, and Hades had to leave to the underworld. So basically, Nagisa signs her name in it, because power is a promise that cannot be denied through contract. And through so, Nagisa has an earring that lets her communicate to Hades, and Hades can have a skeleton update her status. Or, yeah. Because Hades can raise a skeleton from a corpse of a monster. I guess he can create zombies out of anything. And that's how he updates Nagisa's status and talks to her without the earring. But yeah, Nagisa signs it and gets a tattoo on her back, and it reads, "The last member of Hades." And then her name, and then her stats. And yes, the Familia's name is Hades, not the Hades Familia. And Hades is a guy. Not gonna pull up any pictures because I don't feel like it. So, and basically, the ring is a fire manipulation ring. It commands hellfire, or black fire flame. Basically, she can wave her hand, and the skill Black Flame / fire manipulation will activate. And she will produce black flames from a certain part of her body, or it will appear from the ground. She can also move pre-existing flames. When she does, though, the fire will turn black. or blue, depending on her preference. And we are ending it here, guys. Next time, we'll get into the adventures of Belle and Nagisa, possibly Lily. But till then, it's fucking 6 a.m. I have shit to do in the morning. Not only that, but my phone's nearly gonna die. And I just spent like 9 hours fucking making a thumbnail for a certain what if that's coming out next. You'll see it later. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe. Like, fuck. If you... Sorry, I got the hiccups now. If you like the video, leave a like. If you got some criticism for me, shoot a comment. And if you think it's worth it, subscribe. And hell, if you like this series I upload, hit the bell button. Whatever the hell that thing is. Also, subscribe to Technoblade. I'm just gonna throw his cloud out there. Yeah, I'm kidding. But fuck it. You are the Legion, I am the dual-wielding demon. We are Asame. It's been great hanging with y'all. See you in it later.